Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see question number 5C of September 24. It is a debenture redemption sum. This redemption is in installment method. Okay, so let us read this sum. XYZ Limited, an unlisted company, issued 6,000 12% debentures. When you know that it is an unlisted company, you have to create DRR as well as DRRI. That is Debenture Redemption Reserve and Debenture Redemption Reserve Investment. Both you have to create. Okay, so it is a 12% debentures of 100 rupees each at a discount of 5%. This is issued at a discount of 5% and interest is payable annually. Every year you have to make the interest to payment. The debentures are redeemable at a premium. See here, it is issued at a discount as well as redeemed at a premium. Whenever you are going to redeem it at a premium, you know very well that there is a loss going to happen. You have to provide for the premium, loss on premium also at the time of issue itself. Okay, so it is going to be redeemed in 3 equal installments. It means you got 6,000 debentures. You are going to redeem it at equal 3 installments. So the number of installments is 3. So every year you are going to redeem 2,000 debentures. Okay, and with the premium of 10%. Okay, that the company issued in specified securities means they have invested for debenture redemption reserve, that you know that you have to invest 15%. Okay, entire loss on issue. This entire loss is to be booked in the first year itself. It is not to be bifurcated in the 3 years. You have to book the loss in the first year itself. You are required to pass journal entries for all the 3 years. Let us understand before get into the sum. So on 1/4/21, they have issued 6,000 shares. Okay, sorry, 6,000 debentures. Okay, these debentures are issued at a discount. So they have received in the bank 95 rupees per debenture. Okay, so and it has to be and at a premium. When you transfer this amount to your debenture account, that is 12% debenture account, you have to credit that 12% debenture account with the face value. It is just like the share, equity shares account. Only thing is that the name is given as debenture and some more extra items are there. Here it is issued at a premium of 10%. So when you transfer this amount from bank account to your debenture account, you have to book the loss of premium also, that is 10%. Okay, and then you have to create a debenture redemption reserve account. Debenture redemption reserve is created, DRR is created for 10% of the amount outstanding. You make it very clear in this type of sums. So you have to create debenture redemption reserve 10% on the outstanding in the first year. How much is the outstanding amount? You have to create 10% of 6,000 debentures in the rate of 100 rupees. Okay, so we have to create for 60,000 debenture redemption reserve. This will be created out of statement of profit or loss account. Okay, second thing is that you have to create debenture redemption investment account also. You have to purchase that also. So money will be going out. How much it will be? Here you have to be very careful. When it is in installment method, only we are going to redeem 2,000 debentures during this period. So only for 2,000 debentures at the rate of, this is per debenture 100 rupees, at the rate of 15%, we have to create a debenture redemption reserve investment account. So this will be coming around 30,000 rupees. This only you have to keep it in mind. In case of redemption in installment in number of years, so first year you have to create debenture redemption investment account for the debentures which you are going to redeem at the end of the year. Here we start the redemption on 31/3/22. So on 31/3/22, we should have a debenture redemption investment for 15% of those debentures which are going to get redeemed. Then only you will sell those investments before you start redemption. Okay, so all of you know that first you are going to issue the debentures, bank account you are going to receive the application amount, and then you are going to transfer it to 12% debenture account, and then you are going to create debenture redemption reserve, that is for the total outstanding debentures. That is for 6,000 debentures, 10%, that is around 60,000. Okay, then you have to purchase debenture redemption reserve investment. That should be in case of installment method. In case of totally redeemed at the end means you can create for the total amount. But here you are going to redeem it in installments. Again, I am repeating it. So you have to create the purchase the redemption reserve investment only for those debentures which you are going to redeem at the year end. Here it is in equal installments. So we are going to redeem only 2,000 debentures. So we are going to create debenture redemption reserve investment only for 2,000 at the rate of 15%. Then as usual, you should start redeeming this. You have to pay the interest at the end of the year for the total amount outstanding, because we have utilized the 6 lakh rupees in the beginning from 1 April to 21. So you have to pay interest on 6 lakh rupees in this year. But in the next year when it comes to, you would have redeemed already 2,000. So you would have got only 4,000 debentures. Only for those debentures you have to pay interest in the second year, and the third year only remaining 2,000 debentures you have to pay the interest. Okay, and one more point you have to keep it in mind. The interest you have to debit it to statement of profit and loss account and credit to interest on debentures account. So it is a loss to the company. And at last, don't forget to transfer the debenture redemption reserve to general reserve account. When you transfer also, keep it in mind, don't transfer the total amount. We have created for the total debentures outstanding as on 31/3/22. But you have to, when you have redeemed 2,000 debentures, on this date you are going to transfer the redemption reserve only to the extent of 2,000 debentures. That is 2,000 debentures into 100 into 10% will be 20,000. Okay. Now let us start with the journal entry. For easiness, I have already written the narrations and the nomenclature. Only we are going to put the amount here. So first thing is that we are going to receive 95 rupees for 6,000 debentures. Okay, 6,000 debentures into 95 rupees. Okay, I'm not able to sit comfortably, so I'm unable to write it here. Okay, so let us get into that. 5 lakh 20,000. Okay, this is the amount received on inviting the applications for debentures. So 5,70,000, because we have issued the debentures at a discount of 5 rupees. It is debenture values 100 rupees. 5% means 5 rupees. Now we are going to transfer this 5,70,000, and keep it in mind always that you cannot bifurcate and show the discount and the premium. You have to always show it as loss on issue. Both the amount you have to show. So 10 rupees is your premium on redemption, 5 rupees is your discount. So total of 15 rupees on 6,000 debentures, it comes to 90,000. 90,000 we are going to the loss on issue of debentures. So now the 12%, all of you know that discount will go into your 12% debenture account. So you have to credit it always the debenture with the face value. The face value is 100. For 6,000 debentures, you are going to credit it with 6 lakh rupees. And premium on redemption will be, see here it is 10 for 60,000. So we are going to write it here 60,000. So always check your debit and credit. So this is over. Now we have to create debenture redemption reserve. As I have told, for total outstanding debentures you have to create. So it is 6,000 into 100 into 10%. That will be your 60,000. Okay. So next point is only this thing is that you have to remember the sequence. You have to create the debenture redemption reserve for the total amount outstanding. Then investment we will be creating only for the number of debentures which we are going to redeem in this current year. In this current year on 31st March 22, we are going to redeem only 2,000. So we are going to create this 15% is our 30,000. Hope I am making it sensible. If you like my videos, please do not forget to give a like button. That is thumbs up. Okay. That we will be getting encouraged to give more and more videos. Otherwise, we will also be demotivated if you are not. Okay, if you don't like my videos, you can give a dislike also. It's not a big deal at all. Interest on debentures. Now we have to pay interest on debentures. First year, why it is on 6,000? Because we have utilized the total amount 6 lakh rupee. It was available with us from 1/4/21 to 31/3/22. So we are going to pay the year end. We have started at the year end. We are going to make the payment of interest on debentures 72,000. You have to always make it with the, it is better you always make a due. You can make a combined entry also, but I prefer that you make a due first and then make the payment to debenture holders. Okay, interest is a loss. So we have debited the statement of profit or loss account to interest on debentures account. So because it is an interest on debenture is a loss to us and we have to make payment to debenture holders, then at last we have to transfer it to our statement of profit and loss account. So now we are making the payment of interest to the debenture holders, that is 72,000. I think one more zero I have to put. Okay, 7, sorry, 72,000. Okay, 72,000. Now the time has come. Now we have to redeem the debentures. Before redeeming it, first thing is that you have to sell the investments. Investment was with us for 30,000 rupees. So that will be sold for redeeming the debentures. Okay. So 30,000 we have created. So now we are going to redeem that 30,000. See here we have created for 30,000. So now what happened? We are going to redeem the debentures. How much? 2000. So 2000 into 100 will be your 2 lakh. So how much we have to make payment of premium? 20,000. That is 10% of 20, 2000 debentures. That is 2 lakh. So now the debenture holders due is 2 lakh 20,000. Okay, 2 lakh 20,000. Now we are going to make the payment. Only you have to remember the sequence. First, at the end of the year, just provide for, make a due for interest on debentures and make the payment of interest on debentures, because they have clearly told that every year annually the interest is paid. Okay, so keep it in mind the question what it says. So you have to make a due for interest and then make the payment of interest to the debenture holders. Then first thing, you sell your debenture investment and then start redeeming your debentures. Okay, so now we have given this. After this, we have to reverse the debenture redemption reserve what we created into general reserve. Here you have to keep it in mind, only that much debentures which are getting redeemed. Only 2000 debentures are getting redeemed. Only to that extent we are going to transfer it to general reserve account. Balance, we have created debenture redemption reserve for 60,000. Only 20,000 we are going to transfer it to general reserve account. Balance 40,000 will be available in the debenture redemption reserve in the next coming years. Next year we will be again transferring 20,000. In the last year again we will be transferring it. Now don't forget to, they have told that you transfer the total loss to your, see here. So interest on debentures is here, debenture holder to account. So we have to transfer the interest also to statement of profit or loss account. You can make separate entry or you can make a combined entry. Interest on debentures. Interest on debenture was 72,000 and this loss on issue was 90,000. So you can make it as 1,62,000, or you can then and there itself. Here we have made a due of interest on debentures and then we paid. You can transfer it here itself or you can transfer it separately. Okay, now we did everything for this year. So now moving on to the second year. See here, second year we have to redeem again 2000 debentures at the end of 23. So again what we have to do, we have to create a debenture redemption reserve of 15%. Okay, no need of DRR. DRR is already created. So only investment we have to create. Then at the time of, immediately at the time of redemption, we have to sell this investment and then start redeeming your debentures. Keep it in mind. Pay the interest. Okay, then start redeeming the interest. Sorry, start redeeming the debentures and then you have to transfer the DRR to general reserve account also. And whatever the interest due, you have to transfer it to statement of P&L account. So DRR investment we have to create again for 30,000 in the second year. So you have to purchase it by making a payment of 30,000. Then we have to pay interest now. How much? We have redeemed already 2,000 debentures. Now we are having only 4,000 debentures. How this 12% has come, if somebody is not understanding, it is a 12% debentures. It means interest payable is annually 12%. So 48,000 is your interest due to debenture holders. So we are just providing it for the debenture holders, making it due. I'm not writing the narration. You must write the narrations. Just to save the time, I'm not writing. Debenture holder account will be debited with 48,000 and we are making a payment of 48,000. So interest portion is over. Now we will start redeeming the debentures. The moment you start redeeming, first and foremost thing you have to do, you have to sell the investment debenture DRRI. That is for 30,000. It is created for 30,000. So now we will sell it for 30,000. Now we will start redeeming the debenture. How much is the debentures? 2 lakh rupees. Because again, we are redeeming only 2,000 debentures of 100 rupees face value. And what is the premium we have to pay? That is 20,000. Debenture holders, we are going to make him payment of 2 lakh 20,000. This is the due for them. Debenture holder is 2 lakh 20,000. Bank account 2,20,000. If anybody is having a doubt that every time this year we are booking this premium on redemption reserve, see very clearly that they have told that the total loss has to be settled off in the written off in the first year itself. So we have already written off the total loss on issue of debentures, including discount. Okay. And now when we debit, this means we have created one liability. If you understand it, it is better because it is exam time. I don't want to take much of your time. That when you create it, so you have got a, when you transferred it, you have 60, the premium on redemption reserve account is 60,000. This is your liability. So now in the year coming, so every year we are debiting this liability only. Otherwise, the loss is totally transferred. Okay, that 60,000 has been transferred through P&L, statement of P&L account. So 20,000 in the first year. Second year, the liability has come down like this. Now we are going to again transfer the DRR again for only 20,000. That is 2,000 debentures. Okay, 10% of that is 20,000. Already we have transferred 20. Now we have transferred 20. So we are left out with only DRR 20,000. Now statement of P&L account. This time we have issued, given them 48,000 for the remaining amount which we have utilized is only 4,000 debentures, that is 4 lakh rupee. So we are making a payment of 12% on 4 lakh, that is 48,000. Now again, sorry, in the next year, now this is over. The last year, again you have to create DRR investment for 30,000 because it is equal installment. So again, it is 2,000 debentures. Again and again I am repeating so that you may have question like this in your exam. So interest on debentures, now we are left out with only 2,000 debentures. So we have to make a payment of interest 24,000, which becomes due to the debenture holders. Now it will be easier for you to understand and do it. After that, we are making the payment of interest. So keep in mind the sequence so that you will have no issues in doing your sum. Okay. Now bank account to DRRI. Now we have sold it. We have started with the redemption. So now bank account we received 30,000 and DRRI investment we received sold for 30,000. Okay. So now we started redeeming. Again it is 2,000, that is 100 rupees face value. So it is 2 lakh rupee always this debenture account will get debited or credited with the face value only. So premium is only 20,000 because it is 10%. Again, the last this thing, the liability will get closed. This is only for understanding. 2 lakh, so that your concept should be very, very clear. You should not have anything just like that. You should not do it. Okay, because we have totally the 60,000 we have totally written off through statement of profit and loss account. Now what we are debiting is the liability which was created in the beginning for this premium on redemption is getting reduced every year while making the payment to debenture holders. Okay, so 2 lakh 20,000. You should not think that why I am doing like this. 20,000. Okay. Now the last DRR which was left out again for 20,000 is transferred to general reserve account. Now the interest of 24,000 we have to transfer it to statement of profit and loss account. That's it. This is the question for 10 marks. Hope you like my videos. If you like, please like, subscribe. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe my videos and share it with others. Thank you for watching.